Now, from the same paper, 1995 Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, now we consider question 15, which reads, two variables P and L are such that P varies partly as L and partly as the square root of L. Determine the relationship between P and L when L is 16, P is 500, and when L is 25, P is 800. This is 5 marks. So we see P here is the dependent variable, and L is independent, but it varies partly as the square root of L. It varies partly as L and partly as the square root of L. So and, the aspect of and means that we'll bring in addition. So let's see how we construct that until we get our solution. Well, we consider variations. And the question, as we have seen, two variables P and L are such that P varies partly as L and partly as the square root of L. So already we have P should be given by P varies partly as L. So I may give this constant small k so that I have that plus and partly as the square root of L. So let me say M root of L, like that, where K and M are constants, They are constants. But then we are told, determine the relationship between P and L when L is 16 and P is 500, and when L is 25 and P is 800. So we have two scenarios. When L is 16, P is 500. And when L is 25, P is 800. So we are asked to determine the relationship between P and L. That we can only do that if we specify the values of the constants. So the next assignment that we set out for is having to find the value of K and M. And this is how we proceed. It will be, we substitute these values here. So the first scenario, we have L is 16. So I will have 16L plus 4M is equal to 500. That is from this. Because if L is 16, then square root of 16 is 4. So that is Roman 1. Roman 2 is 25L plus 5M is equal to 800. That's Roman 2. So I've formed two simultaneous equations which I want to solve to find the value of L, the value of K. So this is K, because 16 is L. This is K, this is K. So these two simultaneous equations should assist me to find the value of K and M. So solving simultaneously, I don't know which way to go first, but I would want to multiply the up one by 4. Multiply the up one by 4. No, multiply the up one by 5 and this by 4 so that I eliminate M. I want to eliminate M. So I want to solve these two simultaneous equations using elimination method. So if I multiply the up one by 5, 5 times 16 is 80. So that's 80K plus 20M is equal to 2,500, because 500 now times 5. Then this other one now I multiply by 4. which will now be 100K plus 20M is equal to, if this multiplied by 4 is 3,200. So I can subtract. If I subtract them, I end up with 20K. Minus of 20K is equal to minus of 700, implying that K is 35. K is already 35. And if K is 35, I can substitute K in either to get M. So I want to substitute it in the first equation. We see that, so 16 times 35, 16 times 35, that's 8, 4, 0, 8, 0, 6, 560. So I have 560. I will have 560 plus 4M is equal to 500. Is equal to 500. Implying that 4M is equal to minus 60. Therefore, M is minus 15. M is minus 15. So if M is minus 15, M minus 15 and K is 35, then I can completely specify this as P, therefore, is then, to completely specify it, where there is K is 35, is 35L plus minus, actually minus, not plus now. It's minus 15. It's minus 15 root of L. That is our answer. So having specified this, that scores the full marks. So meet you in my next video.